Hey guys, Martin here bringing a Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to jump into this new Infinite Zamasu event, Universe Distorting Justice and Order. So series of battles against Infinite Zamasu to complete the support memory. So all you have to do is beat the stage once. That gives this support memory, which is the Time Traveler's permanent buff, which is pretty interesting. And then we've got two missions for using specific teams. One for using a full Future Saga team, and then one for using a team of each super type. Technically, I guess you could try and do both at the same time, but full super Future Saga is a bit of a yikes. Like without the Vegeta and Trunks EZA, there isn't really a very good int unit. I'm going to go ahead and just jump in. I don't know a huge amount about the event. You can only bring the new zen-oh button support item into the game, which I'm assuming like you just use at a certain point and it will end the event. It can only be used in a certain phase. It's interesting because obviously even with all the stuff we know when we see things in the files with like the data downloads and stuff like that, like we know the stats of the Zamasu boss, which I haven't looked up yet, but we have them available, but we never get a proper like explanation of exactly how the event works unless they want to give that to you. So you should have got a couple of these zen-oh button items as the login bonus. So we're just going to go ahead, and this is obviously to try out the super class unit of each typing. I've got Super EZA Gohan here as the int unit, although I think, doesn't it say, does he do AoEs? Maybe that isn't the best idea, but either way, let's just go ahead. Actually, you know who would be better? Probably Daima Goku, just because of the dodging. I did get a couple of dupes from him off the last banner, plus he is going to buff everybody else on the team with his super attack. Alright, so we'll go ahead and jump in. Like I say, I don't know exactly what to expect here, but yeah, we'll see how we go. I've got the stats, I can get the stats up on Dokkan Info. I've got the tab open just on the event page, but have not yet actually clicked to bring up his stats, so I'm going to keep them handy to one side in case we want to have a look, but we'll see how we get on here. Okay, so he's got a lot of health. He can't be stunned or sealed or defense lowered, so he can be attack lowered, so that's interesting. So that's something that could potentially come in handy. Obviously, I don't know if that changes as the phases go on. It might be that he can be attack lowered now, but not later. So let's see. Alright, so Goku gets the dodge straight away, which is what we would hope for, and then obviously his super attack gives everybody the defensive buff. I'm assuming we just have, if I'm guessing it says continued battle. Oh, okay. I was going to say continued battles against Infinite Zamasu, so I'm assuming they get harder as we go, which I think it makes sense considering that guy just got one shot in phase 1. Okay. So turn 1, phase 1. We're off to a good start here, I guess. So we got the gods. Both the Gokus were on turn 1, which would normally be a little bit annoying, but the gods can go slot 1 on their first turn, and seemingly this event isn't going to be too crazy, I guess. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll just grab those, I guess, and then get those for you. Alright, so turn 2 can still be attack lowered, this one. So far no AoEs yet. 12 million for the first super from the gods. Okay, is this going to be a one shot? Okay, almost. Alright, so I guess that's one tricky thing as well, is if it does suddenly jump up in difficulty, you're not going to get a huge opportunity to stack with a lot of the stacking units, because yeah, the gods literally get 2 supers off and then he's dead. Super Saiyan 4s didn't get to super at all on the previous turn, so could be interesting. Alright, so we've got Daima Goku. I love Daima Goku's intro. This effect of like the rock, like going over the eye thing, is so cool. It just goes from black to the blue like that. So good. Okay, so can still be attack lowered. No attacks in slot 1. Okay, let's give the Super Saiyan 4s a chance to attack here then. Although Obviously they don't have the damage reduction now, so... And typically the key's really bad on this rotation. I mean, I guess Friend Goku could just help, like, set them up. And then we do that. Then at least we get to 20 ki, so they get their extra attacks. Is he doing minus ki? Have I missed something? Why are we... Oh, I'm so stupid. I put Daima Goku on the team because I was thinking about Tech Vegito's leader skill. But he's not on STR Goku's leader skill. I'm dumb. I don't know why I thought that. I was like, same with Gohan as well. Both the int units. For some reason, I was thinking of Tech Vegito's leader skill, but neither of them are actually on STR. In fact, who even is Future Saga and what Fused Fighters Super Int? Oof. Yeah, it's not a lot of great choices. Alright, well, we'll have to see how we go. Hopefully we can get lucky. Daima Goku does have the like high dodge chance on his first turn, so hopefully he just doesn't get hit. But yeah, I've got a little bit more HP now, so the Super Saiyan 4 is able to get a bunch of attacks off here, which is good. Still no idea about... We haven't been supered yet. There's no AoE like normals on the map, so I'm assuming it's his super attack that is an AoE. Super Saiyan 4's here, eating good with the all of these supers. I'd love to see that. Okay, yeah, here we go. So Goku dodged, the gods tank, the Super Saiyan 4's tanked for double digits, and Daima Goku dodged. Okay, so yeah, it's his super that's an AoE. Oh, Daima Goku dodged.
I told you we needed a plan, yet here we are.
Oh, relax. I'm sure we'll find a way. We always do.
I loved it, apart from all the times we died. Oh, multiple Goku and Vegeta reversible exchange. Imagine if part 2 is reversible exchange, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta.
Mind your own business, Kakarot.
Yeah, I get it.
I still think that would be one of the cooler outcomes, but yeah, it's
I'm excited.
it'd be funny to have yet another. Like, imagine all three of them like this rotation, but then instead of the gods, it was the exchange Super Saiyan 4s, so we get like all 3 exchange animations. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I suppose really I just want you to stack more defense, so we should let them go first. And then Goku doesn't have like a permanent buff or anything. But we're already... This guy's not super far off being dead, so I think we'll just save the... Because we can always do the thing with like the Vegeta active in slot 3 and then use Vegeta for doing like big damage. But he's almost dead now anyway, so just let the gods capitalize here and get a couple of extra stacks while it's safe for them to do so. But so far, hasn't seemed too bad. I don't know how much that AoE would have done, considering the only unit that got hit tanked it for double-digit damage.
This energy.
Oh yeah, so we've got our Tech Vegeta, our Tech Vegito reverse exchange thing here now.
Yes! I knew it was you.
Kakarot!
Okay. Can still be attack lowered and can be defense lowered now as well. I'm a bit worried about the Goku. I mean, I guess we could fuse, but yeah, so we can't use the Zen-oh button yet, so I'm assuming we're not in like desperate danger at this point. I'm not really sure. So I think we can do this. Maybe we do the Vegeta thing here. No, I feel like I still feel like we just saved that, right? So we just do that. And then I guess do this. We could put Tara break, that would be quite funny, but let's just do this. See what happens here. Okay, so yeah, they're still tanking normals for double digits with 1,000,000 defense and guard, so that's good. My light randomly decided to turn off, so that's interesting. It's Zamasu, man, it's coming to get me. Right. So yeah, the more stacks we get for the 4s, the better, so just keep on going. Definitely got a bit more health this time around though, because we're not absolutely draining these health bars this time. Crit from Vegeta. I could have put Vegeta in slot 3, I guess. The problem is I don't want to take him off rotation in case we get a turn where it's like, then we need to have Goku in slot 1. But then we don't have the unit on the turn because we floated them off in slot 3 to get the buff for Vegeta. So, keeping Vegeta here in slot 2, you can still do some good damage. And here's the AoE. So how much is this going to do at this point in the game? Double digits to them, okay. Vegeta dodges. 72. Okay, so still not too bad then. Because the tech Vegeta, like, isn't crazy tanky, especially in slot 3, pre-super. So it's not too bad. Alright, so we should get the kill on this turn here. I'll just float off Daima Goku again and hope he doesn't AoE. Alright, let's do that.
This'll be over in a
Getting close to the Dokkan attack, well, sort of. Alright. Do that. God's tank in slot 1. God's probably kill here, I would imagine, but we'll see. If they got enough ki to get at least 3 supers in the turn, and then if they don't, Vegeta will, so that's fine. Shame no attack from Daima Goku to buff like the next rotation, but here's what it is. Okay, 28 mil. Yeah, nothing crazy from the Vegeta here. Obviously not like the ideal setup or anything, but okay. So that's another phase done. Oh, hello. It's Gowasu. What a blackened soul. How are we supposed to fight against him now? Supreme Kai, tell me, do you think Zen-oh of this timeline is still around? Certain he is. No one can defeat him. It's impossible. Oh, really? You don't say. What's your plan? The Zen-oh button. So what? You just use it and then you win? Or... I mean, I am tempted. I kind of want to just see what happens if we try fighting him, but... Yeah, what, you just use it and that's it, or... I feel like this guy, he can still be attack lowered. I don't know how useful that is here, but... I mean, we could just fuse with Gogeta. Or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, see where the super attack is, maybe? Oh yeah, of course, the animations are still on. This is the incoming Part 2 exchange Super Saiyan 4's active skill attack right here. Fusing into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta for a just an attack, just like the Part 1 characters.
I'm neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one who will destroy you.
Okay. Okay, so he's super attacking in the middle. So if I do this, use his active skill in slot 3, that gives him the buff, permanent buff and the crit, and then we'll switch back to Goku. Oh no, wait. These guys are the one, theirs is for the future saga. Yeah, theirs isn't the ideal one to use for this team, but it is what it is. And then we'll just switch them back to Goku and put them in slot 1. Okay, so we crit for 0. Interesting. Wait, so is that going to be... Is that the point of the zen-oh button? Like, that would be so weird. Is that the point of the zen-oh button, that you get to this like point and you just can't win like without using it, or? Because Gogeta will... Actually, no, Gogeta won't even counter the super, will he? He'll just action break it, which is actually probably better, because if it's an AoE, to be fair, the AGL Vegeta at the end probably would be getting clapped. Yeah, so we do 0 damage to him. I mean, I guess, you know, Infinite Zamasu, right? Like, the domain of the Tech LR, like, doesn't take damage. So have they made an event that you literally can't get no items run on? Although, that's so weird, because, like... What if you jump into the event and you forget to equip the item, or you run out? Because you seem to only get them from the login thing. So you must be able to win without using it, right? Can you lower his defense enough that he takes damage, or... Because, yeah, he can't be sealed or stunned, but he can be attack and defense lowered. So... maybe you can defense lower him, like those old events, like the old Broly and like Omega and stuff, where if you defense lower them enough, like they actually take damage, maybe. $11 million. None of this matters. Of course, this is the time where he's going to get like all the additionals. I mean, you know, stack up some extra attacks, pretty good. That extra, does he get extra attack every turn? 600% each turn. Oh god. Up to 3,000. I guess maybe we'll just transform the blues now as well then. Yeah, let's remember to turn the animations off. So let's transform them. He's not even attacking in slot 1. That is a bit scary, like not being able to see where the super attack is though. Maybe I should fuse with Vegeta as well here just to see. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, so it's the first attack of slot 2 again. Interesting. Okay.
It's you and me now.
Can he take damage yet? Is it just like turn 1, or let's see. Use the Vegeta Blue fusion attack. Oh, okay. So it's only turn 1 he doesn't take damage? I don't know how hard his super hits for. I don't really want to use Vegeto's active. Because it's not a lot of attacks either, but... And we know one of them's going to get action breaked away by the gods anyway. Okay. I mean, that's quite good though. Like, that's 2 turns in a row he's supered as the first attack of slot 2, which means if you have a character that action breaks with their super, then they can just go in slot 2. We'll obviously have to see in the next couple of turns, like if that is the case. Like if it's just a programmed thing that he always supers as the first attack of slot 2, then that makes that not too difficult to deal with, and he can be attack lowered, so that can be factored in when deciding like who you're going to bring. I could be in trouble though because of the Daima Goku. Daima Goku, like with no leader skill, is very much in the position that like if he doesn't dodge, even like an attack lowered type advantage normal attack, he's probably going to die. If Zamasu's getting, was it 600% attack extra every turn? Yeah, and he's clearly got a lot of HP as well. Let's have a look at the stats now that we're at this what I assume is the last phase. Okay, so he's got, oh god, he's got 1.4 billion HP. His super is greatly raised attack for 1 turn, does colossal damage to all enemies, so its base damage is 900k. Which means if he gets 600% with each turn passed, then straight from the second turn, his super attack's doing like 5 million, is a 5 million AoE. And then on the next turn it's going to be like even more than that. That's insane. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so it says damage reduction rate raised for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. So on his first turn he basically just has like full damage reduction, can't take any damage. Okay, seemingly like certain damage below a certain threshold does 0 as well, which damn, that's crazy to see a Vegito counter turn where he's doing no damage. Bruh. Okay, so yeah, he is supering as the first attack of slot 2 again. So that's 3 for 3 so far. And we got very lucky, there's like a Daima Goku free slot at the end. Okay, yeah, that's fair. No leader skill, just, yep, no damage. I mean, the problem is though, like how hard are his normals going to end up getting to the point of hitting where like, are we actually going to even be able to tank them? Some characters obviously still will be able to, depending on their damage reduction and stuff. Like Goku should be fine, you would think. God, yeah, this is going to take forever. 600% up to 3,000 though. Like, what's the calc for? So let me get the calculator up here. So his super attack does 900k. Although bear in mind he also greatly raises attack, so it does more than that anyway. But plus, does it go up to 3,000? 3,000%. 27.9 million with a greatly raise as well. So this guy can get to the point after a couple of turns where his super attack will actually just immediately eviscerate everyone. But his normal attacks do 300k. So 300k plus 600%. On the second turn, his normals are already doing 2.1 million damage. And then he gets another 600% attack. So then his normals are doing 14 million damage. Yep, there's the attack in slot 2 again. I mean, is it worth doing the Veku, or should I just get Gogeta out? Probably just Gogeta, right? Get Gogeta. Use the Gogeta active skill. I suppose, yeah, because we can attack lower him a little bit with some of the units on this team, but he's not like massively attack lowered here yet or anything, so Dokkan attack. 4 rainbow balls for Gogeta. I mean, it's a pretty good turn, but the fact that we haven't even done like 1 full HP bar, and this is turn 10, we're like 24 minutes into the recording. I'm going to assume, based on obviously what it does in the show, that if you use the zen-oh button now, the event just ends and you just win, I guess. Which, I mean, it does beg the question of like, why wouldn't you just do it, I suppose, but Because, yeah, even that Dokkan attack, like, it's not like we've done crazy damage to him here. The gods are at 66 million. That's pretty good. But yeah, he's got so much HP. I mean, the transformed Year 7s have guaranteed guard, like, going on forever once they've transformed. But they obviously don't stack anymore. Like, with the damage numbers that this guy does get up to, I do wonder, like, in a couple more turns, we are going to have units on the team that potentially just don't tank his normal attacks. So, I don't want the video to be super long. I wanted to get both the missions done in the one video. So, I think on this next turn, we'll go ahead and use the zen-oh button, see what happens. Because obviously I want to see what happens when we use it anyway and get that in the video. But in the future at some point, I'm sure on like the challenge run stream tomorrow or something like that, we can try doing a run where we don't use it. But yeah, it's going to be, I suppose, easier to do the missions as well, using a unit of each typing, using a future saga team. Just use the zen-oh button, and then if you want to try and actually get through the entire thing without using it, you can build a team that's slightly stronger and doesn't rely on using the restrictions like for the mission, right? But yeah, so it's every turn so far, so he always supers as the first attack in slot 2. So that means we could even on this turn, although it's then we lose the Goku, but like if we used Vegito's active. Anyway, like I say, I'm going to just use the zen-oh button. So, let's see what happens. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Alright, something happened, but what? Does this make him take, like, extra damage or something then? Alright, let's use the Vegito active here. Okay, so the event doesn't just end. Okay, so he took 0 damage. Okay. Is it just because Vegito's thing didn't hit as hard? Maybe. We didn't really do any stacking with Goku either, so... Maybe it's just the zen-oh button makes him take no damage for the rest of the turn, and then you just win at the end, or something? I guess we'll see when Gogeta attacks, because we know Gogeta should be able to do damage. Okay, no, you still do damage, and it's not like a bunch of extra damage either. That's usually what sort of the amount he was hitting for. Yeah, so you can see we're like not quite even halfway to killing him, so... Actually crazy to see an event where like Vegito doing the crit counters and doing 0 damage. But like I said, we didn't really do any build up with like the Goku, so... 55 million for Vegeta in slot 3. And 38. Yeah, so I wonder then what happens. So, because the event doesn't immediately end. So what, with the, if you use it straight away on that first phase when it becomes available, he obviously can't take damage that turn anyway. And then, I guess we're going to see what happens. Another crit counter from Vegito for 0 damage, let's go. Oh, yeah, okay. KO. There he is, my little gremlin. Did you do this? No, it wasn't me. That guy up there did it. All of existence go away. Eek! Yeah. Goku, our timeline. Yeah, sorry. Still such a terrible ending to the arc, but okay, so that's funny. I wonder what, do you get like a little alternate scene sort of thing if you actually just beat him normally? Because obviously normally when you beat events you don't get like a thing like that. Alright, well there you go. So that was beating Zamasu with, obviously we took a couple of extra turns, we like made it longer at the end than it necessarily needed to be by not using the zen-oh button straight away. But pretty interesting. So we beat the stage, we get our support memory, we beat the stage with our full team of superclass characters. So now we just need to do a 6 future saga characters team. The support memory, definitely very useful considering the celebration and the characters that are in it. Time Traveler's permanent buff. And then for 7 turns, Realm of God's allies get extra key. But yeah, let me know how you guys got on with the superclass mission. And let's jump in and do the future saga one. Okay, so we're going to jump in with the STR Rose team in order to do the Future Saga mission. I can't imagine that this will be very difficult. Now that we've seen the event, we kind of know what it's about. It doesn't really seem too difficult up until you get to that final stage. I wonder if... Does this guy have low enough HP on the first turn that the Zamasu Goku could just kill him? What is the turn 1? He still has 5 million. Would he do enough? What about if the because the clones actually do hit quite hard. I was going to say, what if we let the clone go first, but he actually probably would hit hard enough to to kill him. So let's see, because that would be quite good if we can get Zamasu Goku to get the KO thing like straight away. I mean, he's got 21 million attack stat for his first attack. Nice. There you go. So there's the finishing blow for Zamasu Goku already in the bag. Love to see that. But yeah, I mean, this should be the missions. Now that we've seen what the event is like, the mission's pretty straightforward in terms of the first few phases are fairly easy to get through. Then you just use the zen-oh button and then survive that turn, and then you win, and then you get the mission rewards, right? So it'll be the doing it without using the zen-oh button is going to be the long slog like run, which I will try to do. Like I say, we'll try it out on stream at some point and see how we get on. But yeah, it's for just doing the normal missions and everything, I don't really feel like this is going to be particularly difficult at all, because the earlier phases really don't seem very difficult. They don't raise attack each turn or anything like that. From turn 1, the super attacks are like 600k, 750, 750, 900. Yeah, so like, I mean, it is an AoE, so there are characters, of course, that like just won't be able to do well against AoE supers. But I mean, certain runs like this, we're not even going to necessarily have to worry about that, because unless he supers like in slot 1, he's not going to survive long enough to be able to super us anyway. Infusion Zamasu definitely will be good for this event, because he attack lowers on both of his super attacks. The tech clone obviously attack lowers on his super attack with his passive, so him just being here gives him a debuff. In fact, I wonder, you could probably, I mean, if you're going to use the zen-oh button, then obviously it wouldn't be that difficult, but you can use the full clones team as well, I would imagine, because now that we know that the final phase seems to always, the super is the first attack of the second turn, second slot, every other turn, if you just keep the tech one on rotation, every other turn you can action break that. Although I suppose on the opposite turn, then you don't have a way to get rid of it, and then the clone in slot 3 probably just gets blown up by because it's an AoE super, so actually maybe not. You'd have to get incredibly lucky, like the clone would have to dodge, and by the time you get to the point where he's got like the full attack build up, I mean, we calculate it as being what, like 27 odd million or something like that, without the greatly raised attack part of the super factored in. So yeah, you get to a certain point if you're trying to beat him without using the zen-oh button where none of the units on your team realistically are going to be able to tank the super. So obviously it's an interesting challenge that we will try out, like I say, on streams or something like that, but for the sake of this video, the video is just to get all the missions done. So we'll go ahead and get to the last phase and then use our zen-oh button. But and then we'll just use the Grose active skill, so we've got a permanent buff going forwards, because that should probably kill him. Such a good KO screen as well. Rose and Zamasu, man. I love this unit so much. Alright, so we're already at the final phase, so we'll skip this. Use the zen-oh button. Although that is tricky, because if he's doing an AoE super, like, I suppose on the first turn he doesn't do as much damage. I was going to say, like, will we actually be able to survive? I mean, we use the other Rose active, so now everyone's got even more of a buff. I know we can't do damage, but I mean, the Zamasu Goku, because he has the final blow buff, he does have a 59% chance to dodge. So I guess we'll have to... I mean, he should be okay. He has damage reduction. He had, what, like 400 odd K defense, and that was before I used the Rose active. And this guy, without getting any attack build up, his super attack does 900k. Although it's with a greatly raised, so it's actually like 1.4 million or something. Yeah, hopefully he just dodges it. Because it being the first attack of the turn means AGL Rose only has the minimal damage reduction as well. And guard, but he got to attack first, so... Because that'll be the most annoying thing with any team for this, is if you get to this turn, you've only got to survive this one turn where he can't take damage, and then you win if you've used the button. But then, like, he does the AoE in slot 2 and just kills you. Okay, they just took double digit. Okay, everyone just took double digit damage. So 41 million for the Zamasu Goku with the double Rose buffs and the AGL Rose, and obviously he has his final blow. I can't remember, does that actually give him any attack power though? I think it just gives him extra, it gives him the dodge, and then, is it key? Where is he? Oh, it gives him attack and defense and dodge, 59%. So yeah, that's it, he does get a bit of extra attack. But yeah, that's pretty good for a free-to-play character. And then there you go, the KO. Much quicker, look at that, 6.5 minutes to do the second run compared to the 30 minutes that the first part was. But there you go, so that's the Future Saga 1 done. Let me know how you guys got on, if you did do a no items run without the zen-oh button, and make it all the way through. Like I say, we'll try that out on a stream at some point, but that's the other mission done for the Future Saga team. So let me know how you guys got on with the Infinite Zamasu event down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.